Noong October 30, 2025, something amazing happened sa Philippine culinary scene. The Michelin Guide finally made its debut sa Pilipinas. Sobrang big deal to. Michelin stars can make restaurants world famous overnight. Ngayon kung ang tanong mo Michelin? Di ba tire company yun? Tama ka. Isang kumpanya na gumagawa ng gulong is actually deciding which restaurants deserve global recognition. Paano nangyari to? At bakit nga ba sila siniseryoso ng mga tao? Noong 1889 sa France, ang magkapatid na sina André at Edward Michelin took over their grandfather's failing rubber factory at ginawa itong tire company, what we know now as Michelin. They are credited with an early removable pneumatic tire patent noong 1891, a breakthrough that made tire changes much quicker than the glued tire of earlier days. Michelin din ay often credited with pioneering the radial tire in the mid-20th century, around 1946, which later became an industry standard. At ngayon, Michelin is one of the world's largest tire manufacturers. They make tires for everything: cars, trucks, planes, and even in aerospace applications. So, how did the serious industrial tire company end up rating restaurants? Taong 1900, Michelin had a problem. Since nung mga panahon na yun, hindi pa naman ganun kadami ang mga sasakyan sa France. And you can't build a tire business empire kung hindi sila magpapalit ng gulong ng madalas. So they came up with a brilliant solution: make people want to go on a road trip. So pinublish nila yung first ever Michelin Guide, a free booklet for motorists. It had everything you'd need for a road trip: maps, gas stations, mechanics, hotels, and yes, restaurants. Simple lang yung logic. The more people go on road trips, the more they'd have tire wear, which would lead to more tire sales. Pure marketing genius, di ba? At effective siya. The guide became super popular, and in 1920, they started charging for it. Ang logic nila is people see something more valuable if they have to pay for it. And they also began hiring anonymous inspectors to review the restaurants. In 1926, the stars were born. At first, just one star to highlight exceptional restaurants. In the 1930s, they introduced the 3-star system, which developed into the familiar hierarchy we have today. 1 star represents high-quality cooking, which is worth a stop. 2 stars means excellent cooking, which is worth a detour. And 3 stars represents exceptional cuisine, which is worth a special journey. And here's the thing, almost a century later, and this system hasn't changed. What started as a marketing gimmick to sell tires became one of the most recognized restaurant rating systems in the world. Michelin's restaurant inspectors are full-time professionals. Madalas ex-chefs, pero meron din hospitality and restaurant professionals. People who live and breathe food. They work completely anonymously, gumagamit ng fake names, solo bookings, and they pay for their own meals. You can't apply for a Michelin star. Hindi mo pwedeng i-nominate yung restaurant mo. One day, an inspector just shows up and you won't even know it. The awarding of stars is based on 5 universal criteria. Number 1 is the quality of the ingredients used. Number 2, mastery of cooking techniques. Number 3 is for harmony of flavors. And 4 is the personality of the chef as expressed through the cuisine. And lastly, number 5 is yung consistency, both over time and across the entire menu. And that's it. Service, ambience, and the price, they don't even count. Only the food matters. Multiple inspectors visit multiple times before any star is awarded. And kailangan magkasundo silang lahat na deserve nga ng restaurant na ma-awardan ng star. Today, Michelin covers dozens of destinations worldwide. Thousands of restaurants have stars, but only a relatively small number hold the coveted 3. So, what does only the food matters actually look like in practice? Tignan natin yung Pilipinas. Helm by Josh Boutwood has earned 2 Michelin stars in the Guide's Philippine debut. Ang kauna-unahang restaurant sa Pilipinas na nakaabot sa ganitong level. Pero hindi lang Helm ang nakakuha ng honors. Mayroon ding 8 other restaurants that have received 1 star, showcasing everything from elevated Filipino cuisine to modern interpretation. And here's what's beautiful. A number of restaurants received the Bib Gourmand recognition. That's Michelin's way of saying exceptional food at accessible prices. Yung mga pwede mong puntahan without breaking the bank pero Michelin quality pa rin. From high-end tasting menus to neighborhood favorites, lahat sila nag-qualify because of the food. And this isn't unique to the Philippines. Sa Singapore, andyan yung Hawker Chan, a street food stall with simple seating. It's famously known to have earned a Michelin star in the past. Hong Kong naman may Tim Ho Wan, affordable dim sum, which has also been a starred venue. Sa New York, merong Masa, high-end Japanese kaiseki. It's an example of a high-price, high-prestige starred restaurant. Do you see the point? A $2 meal and a $200 meal can both earn stars. Walang discrimination based on price or presentation. Talagang pagkain lang. That's the system. Kaya nga nakakatuwa na nandito na finally ang Michelin Guide sa Pilipinas. Ngayon, Filipino chefs and businesses are getting the global recognition they deserve. So, there you have it. Michelin, isang rubber company from the late 19th century that created a travel guide to sell more tires. That guide became one of the most influential restaurant rating systems in the world. From France to Tokyo to Singapore to Bangkok and now finally nandito sa Pilipinas. More than a century later, it's still operating under the same core ideas: anonymity, repeated inspection, and a focus on the food. It started as marketing, but it became culture. Maraming salamat sa panonood ng video. Magiging malaking tulong sa amin kung magsusubscribe kayo sa channel, ilalike ang mga videos namin at pakishare na rin sa friends ninyo. Tandaan, ang Kukoting Pinoy ay kukoting matalino. Isip, tuklas, kwento.